So remember the COVID lab leak hypothesis, right? Which basically was like, misinformation right in the beginning, and was, broadly censored on social media. I don't remember, there was a moment where all of a sudden you were allowed to talk about that, and it was the moment when Jon Stewart went on the Colbert Show, and he did this like 8-minute segment where he pointed out in his, he's like, it literally, it cannot be a coincidence that you had the Wuhan Institute of viral bat viruses.
Chocolate and Hershey pea.
Oh, okay, I guess we should stop censoring the lab leak theory now. Ha ha. Literally, they stopped censoring it that day. On the other hand, the minute it became socially permissible to not have it be censored, which Jon Stewart, like the one really amazing thing he's done in the last decade is that moment. All of a sudden, again, spark from the future. All of a sudden, it's a decensoring. And I'll just tell you, I have not seen many decensoring moments. There have not been that many of those, but that was a big one. And so, the point being, if the cultural shift continues, then maybe things really loosen up. The other thing, however, goes to what we were talking about before about the new administration, which is the other side of this is, look, Elon with, you were involved in the Twitter files early on, Elon with the Twitter files did a privatized version of what now needs to happen broadly. Right. We, the American population, need to find out what's been happening all this time, and specifically about this intertwining of government pressure with censorship and debanking. We really need to know what happened there. And then, there need to be consequences. Consequences need to unfold. Let's put it that way. And like I said, I don't know what this new administration will.
What do you mean consequences need to unfold?
Well, to start with, I think there were crimes committed, right? The government is not allowed to fund private companies and then private organizations and then direct them to do things that it itself is constitutionally not allowed to do. Right, that's as big an offense and an actual federal crime in a lot of cases as when the government does things itself. And it's indisputable that has been happening. The sort of censorship complex that you've written about at length, that's 100% what's been happening. The government and its ancillary arms are also not allowed to pressure private companies in this way. There's all these things that are simply not allowed, and a lot of them are if a prosecutor wants to pursue them, there are federal criminal statutes that certainly apply that carry jail sentences, right?